Jeff's Dining Room. We're here with episode 3, and I have a new set of guests with me for episode 3. If you guys want to, we can start going down the call and introduce yourselves.
Oh fuck, I'm first. I'm Herb Yoshi. I'm the off-tank and captain for Hyperflex.
I'm Corbs. I'm just a coach for One Trick Wonders and also a host of something called The Countdown. I don't know what it is.
It's Juicebox, but you can call me Juicebox without the it's because I don't care. I'm a system manager for VM and remarks. I don't really need to specify it.
I'm Prince Exu. I'm a main tank for Geometric.
I am Remedy. I am the head coach for the Seattle Battle Cattle.
I'm Spongy Cheese, and I'm the captain and hit scan of Wisdom Academy.
Alright, that's everyone, right? I didn't skip anyone like I did last episode.
Yeah, you got it.
Really good. Yeah.
Alright, that sounds good. Alright. So, I guess the main topic of this episode is going to be our this previous weekend. There was a tournament ran by Wisdom Academy, in which 5 of the 6 teams participated in. The one team that didn't, which being Seattle Battle Cattle, but being the show having equal representation, we still got a guest from the team. And I guess we're just gonna. I guess I just want to go through the teams in any order. Really, it's up to you guys what order we do this in. Of just how you guys. I don't know. How do you guys want to go through the teams?
We can go through the bracket and the matches that happen as well. Discuss
I mean,
the
I was
matches.
gonna say, we also know the order if we want to go from like first, second, third, whatever.
You wanna go for Seattle Battle Cattle first since he didn't play.
Well, we can't really. We don't really.
And we make it quick.
We don't
make it
have
quick with
we
that.
don't have the content. TM.
We don't have the content.
Lack of content. F.
Like the tron.
I mean, we can talk about like why we didn't show up. Basically, like we both of our tanks couldn't make it because me was going to be busy and Rim was supposed to have a all-star game for Flux Cup, and so we're like, well, both of our tanks can't make it, so let's just not accept the invitation. And then at the last moment, the all-star game got canceled, and he's like, oh, it did clear up, but we're like, we're just not going to do it.
Well,
That's
We almost had that
understandable.
situation. If the tournament was one day earlier, we would have had that exact same situation where we're just like down 5 players and we're like, yeah.
That was
Yeah.
us in the beginning. We had like 0 scrims before.
But I mean, it was a good tournament, good matches.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of fun.
It was
yeah,
fun.
all the matches were at least a little bit close. So yeah, I think we can
Which is
say
scoreboard,
that
doesn't it?
this was fun at least.
That
Yeah,
is
I'll be
true.
honest with you. Oh, I was gonna say, like, usually these first few weeks, it's like whoever has the best individual talent, and then after I want to say week 4 or 5, it's pretty much team based.
No, I mean, I have to agree with you to an extent because yeah, like it's the individual talent like the first week, but really the first week is also setting up like the basis to decent team structure, and if you don't do that, I hope nobody just got fucked over on the team structure and doesn't have like any toxic players, but yeah, first week is also setting up scrims and like the train structure, seeing the schedules of any of your members. So it's also that. It's also a kind of a bit of a preparation. But I have to agree with you. Like the first week is gonna be all talent, and then like it's gonna see like from week 3 onwards who's gonna be the best team. Like at everything.
Yeah, once the cohesion, like, once the teams start to like gel and start to synergize, you're gonna really see which one's the best. And I mean, even like in this tournament, you sort of saw that like Wisdom Academy was supposed to be like kind of like the most stacked, but Spongy, I don't think you played that much.
I didn't play first. I didn't really play that much against Hyperflex because I didn't really fit the comp as well.
Hmm.
But then Gon couldn't make grand finals, so I had to play.
Okay. Yeah, so like you guys still
Yeah.
beat Hyperflex 3-0, and it's like even talent doesn't that matter that much. I think it's more just like the system that the teams are in and like the coaching talent behind them. Because like especially Wisdom Academy, you have Nev's a really good coach, but you have Titanic who has been on his teams forever and just can sort of help him implement that structure that he wants and knows what Nev wants to do, which is really beneficial.
The thing is, we I have like a captain, which is a first timer, which I'm not saying is bad, but again, it really is like an advantage to have somebody who is a captain and has like experience.
Oh yeah, I think because I have experience, it was really helpful for Blazing to pick me up, just because he was inexperienced in managing, and I have experience with it in the past. So I think that really helps out the whole. Or that'll definitely help us in the future.
Yeah, sure. I guess. I mean, I'm not a first timer, too, so I mean that's why I got assistant manager.
That's why I got assistant manager.
I'm not
Yes.
a first timer.
This is my first time coaching like in this elo because over in Flux Cup I coached for both Volcanic and Stalingrad, which were expert teams.
Yeah, like
I'm
So,
also,
like high plat to like high diamond.
I mean,
it
I
was.
was in season 0Z9. We didn't have division back then. What's the
So
divisions?
it's just it's definitely like something to like learn from, and there's a lot of challenges here I'm not used to. So, but I mean, should we like talk about our like what do you want to call it? I can't think of a word. What we think of each team after the tournament.
We can go ahead and
We
move
all
on to that
work
if
on
you
it.
guys are up to it.
Sure.
I think so.
alright.
What team do you want to start with? Maybe
I
Wisdom,
mean-
since they won it all.
I can make Hyperflex short and sweet. We have a lot to work on.
Yeah. That's the basis of it.
A lot.
Okay, we can probably
Could be.
go from
I think
like,
every team has a lot to work on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. It's because he's gold to
Yeah.
plat, which, yeah.
So, I mean, can we start with Wisdom Academy since they won it all? And
Yeah,
I think we should start
Yeah,
with
we can go from like top to bottom.
yeah,
Sounds good.
Yoshi. Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about Wisdom. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Wisdom is a really strong team. I mean, I know it's pretty basic, but they're really strong. They have Lilithy as their assistant manager, who honestly I feel gets underrated on that team for doing stuff. Like Lilithy coached a little bit for Hyperflex, and for the
I'll
little
boost
bit that
this
he
and go
actually
more.
did, he was really helpful with everything.
Yeah, or go ahead.
I mean, I saw a lot of promise, like from the starting basis. I know Navino is really good at getting the talent from the players, especially in this elo.
Mhm.
But at least you I was wondering about support because I didn't know. Basically,
Yeah.
I didn't know the support line, but now that you have E-Cake, which is a support that I really know, and I think Navino knows because I think you worked with her in the past.
Yeah,
I think
on
he-
Vancouver and
has-
Flux Cup.
Yeah,
And
I
Koala
think,
Kings and
yeah,
all
I
of it.
think that's probably another bonus.
Mhm.
Having like a top 3 support in Novice.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
a
she
quick
was
note
requesting to
from
be traded for that team.
Oh, that's okay. I guess.
a quick
I mean,
note
yeah,
on the
it's because,
situation.
it's because
We have the Vino actually in chat saying that Lily actually hasn't come to anything
Yeah.
yet.
Oh, really?
oh,
Yeah.
Well,
she gets underrated, but she goes under the radar when she matters.
yeah.
I guess.
I was gonna say, if your application just includes coachable, you're instantly on Navino's radar. I'll be honest with you, because look, like Wisdom can find great talent as well, but like their coaches will make their team their coaches alone can make their team top 3, and then just add talent on top of that, and boom, you have probably the best team in the league.
I mean,
But-
yeah, last season I was one of the people that was praising Wisdom, saying, "Yep, they have literally the best coaching lineup in all of Novice."
Exactly, and usually later down the season, coaching wins the games. So, um, coaching up TW has been really fun. Not gonna lie, especially some of the play, but obviously, I mean, some of the players have been a little questionable at the best. But other than that, I'm really happy. I'm really happy to get truly working with them here soon.
It's probably an easy coaching job. You just tell them to run Bastion.
Eh. Only on certain maps.
Yeah,
however-
I've worked with Anti before. I know which maps and everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say we are coming up with an OTW 2 comp.
Jesus
Oh, no.
Christ.
It's and if you thought that first one was bad, have fun.
I
already
mean,
had
I
ideas
heard
for what to
Florida
do.
saying it didn't want to play the OTW comp, but like,
Oh,
I
no,
think
don't
that was
any of the
all a
players probably
ruse.
want to play the comp.
It was all a ruse.
yeah,
Look, I mean, last season there were players that didn't want to play that comp. This season there's probably gonna be players that don't want to play it either, but they're just gonna be forced to because of TW. Hee hee.
Best way to counter it. Best way to counter it. Literally just sign Storm and kill it. Forehead.
Just sign Storm, bring him back into Novice, and sign him.
Exactly.
just tell them to throw games.
Storm_OW.
Yeah.
Oh, and Goose says the OTW2 comp is so much worse. Oh no.
Yeah. I
They
didn't see
somehow
it.
played Bastion, Sim, and Pharah at the same time. I don't know how they did it, but
How did? Oh yeah, how did they do it?
Only OTW, man. Only
Yeah,
OTW.
only
OTW, man.
OTW, right?
I guess I'll give my thoughts about Wisdom Academy. You know, obviously they're the best team. Like their coaching lineup is crazy, and I've worked with Neb before. I know he's a good coach, and he knows how to coach this Elo. And just like I was like the support line was kind of a question for me too, but so was the tank line. I wasn't sure how Minimax was going to perform, and honestly, like I'm still a firm believer that Zorthcon would be a better DPS or support than off tank. But that's just me from what I saw in like the pugs and stuff. But I mean, they performed well, or at least Minmax did, you know. So that's one less thing that's one more thing for us to worry about, I guess.
Yeah.
And one less thing for them to worry about.
One thing I worry about, like that it wasn't maybe the matchup we deserved, is because I think SD didn't play SD Awesome. I'm not
yeah, he
pronounce
was
it.
in. If
I
I'm
mean-
correct, his car broke down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I still think
yeah, it was
Fry and I
unfortunate,
can
but
compete
think-
with SDA.
Yeah, but the thing is, SD Awesome was really booming us. Like the match we played, we didn't have counter for him. We didn't prepare for him, and I'm not sure Wisdom Academy would have won if Geo had SD on.
I mean, I was planning on the SD being there, and like we were planning on having him there, like if he was there.
yeah, but he wasn't. That's
Yeah.
that's. I mean, you guys probably prepared for him. I'm not saying that you didn't, but the fact is that he's really, really good.
I just don't think they would have won because I don't think a one player makes a 3-0 difference though.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. But again, as you said before, really, this is like individual talent the first week.
Yes.
So it might have like been closer. I don't know.
I'm
I
not
think it would have been
discounting. I'm not discounting that Neb doesn't already have that team like in its shit
sure.
like
I'm not saying
together. Like they probably like gelled enough already. So I'm not gonna say one person would have. I don't think like individual talent is gonna be the thing that carries Wisdom Academy early season. It's gonna be the fact that like the players are gonna buy into the system because now Thai, Nev, and Geek are all gonna know it and all gonna be pushing that team culture, and that's what's gonna make them a really good team early season.
Yeah, the culture. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, like the game since we have Wisdom Academy first week, like our game plan is this is gonna be tough. We're gonna try to outcoach them, I guess you can say. Like,
You're
yeah,
coaching, it's gonna
Good
be
luck
possible.
with that,
It's
friend.
probably
yes, it's gonna be hard, but we've been working on a lot of stuff, like so hopefully it all goes gels together and we can actually pull out a win.
Leak
Yep.
strats.
The only thing
No.
I'm really worried about is like I know like I'm not expecting a ton of meta in early novice games, but like if it comes to a mirror meta, I don't know how well Wisdom's gonna play because I know like
I mean, that's what we were running the whole time in the
Yeah, I was gonna
tournament,
say-
basically.
oh
They
you,
played
right
meta
well,
really solidly against us.
well I know you weren't there because I think I saw this in League Zero. Somebody said well Spongy's doesn't play Sombra well or doesn't know Sombra, so that's kind of rough. Wherever honestly
Yeah.
like you and Ty are probably the best DPS duo in the league, and you take you out. But
I mean, Gong Sombra is really good.
yeah, like I mean, you know, I'm just. It's gonna be interesting to see how you guys deal with the mirror, just based on like individual hero pools and stuff.
We'll say, not expecting it, but Titanic has a pretty good Sombra. He hacked me a couple of times
I'm not surprised.
last night, and
Surprised either.
it was a little like, oh, okay, that's where you're at, and like I would try and block it my shield, but almost every time like there was good communication between Titanic and Minimax, and the two of them work really well together. So I think most main tanks need to watch out for that combination more so than the Spongy Cheese Titanic combination. No offense,
Name a
Spongy.
DPS hero
I know.
that Titanic can't play. I've seen this man play Pharah, Echo, Junkrat, Widow, Ashe, Sombra, Hanzo, Kree probably I've seen, Reaper I've seen, May I've seen. It's just everything.
Yeah.
Sigma. Sigma's a DPS with a shield.
Gotcha.
True.
Wait, Blitz DPS?
Oh God.
I mean, it was listed as support on the draft day.
Yeah.
You haven't
Yes, okay. Just, I'm just going
you
ahead
haven't
and
lived until
change
you
it.
like you haven't lived until you like duoed with Tank with Blitz at like 2 a.m. when he's high. It's a trip.
Yeah.
I've been there.
I was gonna say 2 things are gonna be a trip there.
Yeah.
Get it?
Oh,
is
I love it when he's like, "Hey, I'm just gonna lock ball. Good luck," and I'm like, "Oh, okay. This is what we're doing now."
Yeah,
Blitz is-
goes, yeah, playing Ryan here. Good, have fun.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh.
what
Some...
happened? Corpse.
We lost Corbs.
Oh, he's back.
Listen, I'm an idiot. I accidentally fat fingered on another channel. Anywho.
No, but seriously, Blitz is I can say a big personality.
Oh
Really, is probably the funniest member on the team. Not
He's
that other
definitely a
people are not
personality.
funny, but Blitz is just on another
Yeah.
level.
I was on a team with him in Flex Cup, so I know he's good for morale. He's great. He's funny.
Yeah, really. I mean, we picked him up based on the fact that nobody knew Blitz was available.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people knew Blitz was available.
Yeah, but like the thing with
Yeah.
Blitz is whenever you look at Blitz for an off tank and you're like, well, he's really good at Sigma, but what are the odds that Sigma comes back into the meta?
And also, like,
I don't
3
know.
of the teams had an
I
off
mean-
tank as their captain already too.
Yeah.
So no, not many people were looking too into off tanks at the time.
I mean, yeah, but again, it was a bit on the radar because actually it wasn't known if he would have played or not. So we actually said, okay, kind of need the Sigma. Just yap rock. Just bought into that slogan, yap rock.
What was I gonna say? I mean, like, if we're talking about like personalities, I think OTW takes the cake in terms of player personalities.
I'll be honest with you. If we don't have the best Moira by the end of the season, I have failed to do my job.
Okay, corpse. Okay.
Because I mean, you know, you got the Corpse Coach, you got Blue Jay, you got 360, you know, you got Goose. All those people are big personalities that are all kind of like really fun and also can just be kind of tilting if you get them at the wrong time. So that's gonna be fun in
And
game.
that carries over to their coaching staff as well.
Yeah.
Corpse is
Fun,
tilted.
but
Corpse,
tilting if you get them at a bad time.
Corpse is always molding.
And I don't,
Oh,
I don't
okay,
mean, I don't
okay,
mean
okay.
you, Corbs. I mean, yes, you at times, but I don't mean just you, man.
I mean,
Hey, just saying, I got
That's
I got the big spreadsheet of facts. So,
You got
True.
the big spreadsheet.
True.
oh, facts in logic. No, I'm just kidding.
facts and logics. Corpse Shapiro.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be a fun thing to work on. Like, just I decided to remove deaths because I figured, A, it's gonna be a little long to calculate, and B, it's might be a little toxic. But first deaths are still there, so why not?
Who came in second in the tournament?
Geo.
Second
Geo,
Geo.
Geo.
Geo did.
Yeah. Okay. Can I start with Geo? Because like I was like really impressed with Geo because I knew, I mean, top to bottom their roster is just their roster is amazing.
Yeah,
Like
the roster is really amazing.
the only like kind of thing about it is maybe the supports, but you have Wooly, so I mean I think that's pretty much saved. But like
Really,
Zexu Cured is a really good tank line.
you know, okay, Zexu's Herd is really a good tank line, and the DPS is are very good, but I don't know about was your second DPS like in Geo?
It's Blip, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right now
I-
it's Blip. We have Exable, Blip, and also Esta.
And Tilted Waffle, I think,
And
too, right?
Tilted Waffle as well.
I don't know about Blip. Really,
Blip played really well in the
Yeah.
EM match against
Mhm.
y'all.
I mean, yeah, but really it was maybe yeah, but he isn't the carry player that maybe Churd,
I mean, look, sure,
you,
best
Prince
off taking
Xu,
knockdowns.
and SD Awesome.
I remember like on against EM on Rialto, that was it. Like it really came into focus that like Zexu, you are a very good Rhine.
Thank you.
You are a very good Rhine, and when it came to the Rhine 1v1, you were kinda MTDing Merlin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, you were snatched right from like under our fingers. We were like about to get you too.
But
I was
then
super nervous about getting picked up, honestly.
You were
But then
definitely getting picked up, man.
Oh, I mean,
in the Winston
were-
in the Winston mirror, I think Merlin was a bit better, but your Rhine is just, oh my god, I don't want to face that.
no, but
Pretty bad.
the thing is, it's like, so you've been into every pogs. Everyone knew you were decent and good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah,
I'm gonna use this moment to protect my man Flankiata. Last night, I think it was on
Yeah.
King's
I
Row.
was
he
gonna
built-
bring that
No,
up.
it was actually Li Zhang.
It was
Li
Li
Zhang
Zhang.
Tower
He built up Nano in one fight. It's because we
constantly
didn't.
getting ghost ping.
It's because we messed up comms and we didn't call him while he was out of position. We just let him sit in the open
Yep.
and build up Nano.
If you let him do his thing, he's real good. Really good. So watch out for Flankiata. Don't
Yeah, Flankiata
sleep
is
on our
really
support line.
Flankiata is really flexible, which is a thing I liked about him, but we ultimately didn't pick him, which, yeah.
We
Yeah.
we had him as one of our off tank things if our draft kind of went sideways.
You know what's for off tank? I had him for main tank.
Why you? No,
Well,
because
because
they
in
are
our
Princess
pugs-
Berry.
Dude, in our pugs, like nobody was showing up for off tank, so we had to get flex people to fill all the time.
That's fair.
Yeah, so I mean, we saw a lot of Flankiata on off tank, and I thought they played really well on
You
that
got the
role.
lighting on off in one of your pogs, so
Dude, we were struggling. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. We were kind of struggling with first overall pick over who we were gonna choose for a while. It went like originally it was gonna be Spongy, and then Wisdom
Yeah.
Academy fucking sniped them for captain.
I mean, yeah, Spongy was the consensus #1 pick.
Mhm.
Okay, I know I'm not supposed to give my opinion here, but you had the opportunity for hashtag Chef first overall, and you didn't take it.
Yeah. I mean, like there was a bit of a split in our camp. I think we at one point we talked about Zorthcon 1 overall.
I do think y'all probably made the right choice in picking me first.
Yeah, because luckily with Rim we had some flexibility. We're like, we can play Rim at main tank, we can play him at off tank. So like, if we don't go main tank first overall, we can pick up a main tank later, right? Probably in the probably in that second or third round or back-to-back picks. But at that point, we're like, Mii's on the board, and Mii's a really good main tank, and we would rather have him than let another team have him.
Okay,
Which I
so
totally respect.
just one insight because it's already like past the time to actually appoint captains. But before we actually consider Merlin, we messaged Merlin first, but he said goodbye, goodbye, Corpse.
Oh yeah,
I know.
Corpse.
Yeah,
He
he
messaged
No,
me.
but
He said he
I-
had to go.
Oh, I mean, yeah, me said no, but we actually considered Merlin first, and he said I'm gonna think about it, and then I just said okay, we need a backup plan if it doesn't work, so we actually have a captain, and we consider me. So yeah,
I mean, okay, so like I guess other people can talk about Geo and what they thought about their performance.
Finally,
Really
question.
stacked.
What
Really
what
stacked.
role is SD?
Okay.
Is he hit scan or flex DPS? The tier list needs to know.
I would say right now flex DPS.
Okay.
Really stacked, not gonna lie. Every part of the team has been addressed right now. They're easily one of the best teams. I don't have many concerns looking forward. The only thing is, is really either consistency and like consistently being good, and probably I don't know, maybe keeping up with other people coaching, because Wisdom Academy has like the best coach maybe, and probably other team will catch up if they actually dissect every play and maybe counter what's to counter. So a lot of people are gonna be focusing their gameplay, like their VOD reviews and scrims, to actually know how to counter GGO, because it's actually maybe them and Wisdom are the team to beat right now. Which, yeah, I guess you can say right now the two teams that were in the finals last year are right now the best. But again, it really goes to show that a good team structure can really give you a boost, like a head start.
Yeah. I think that's all we might have for Geo. Do you want to go on to third place, which is OTW?
LTW isn't here anymore. though.
Oh.
No, we're
Yeah,
gonna talk.
but
We can still talk about them.
it's
Yeah.
a time, I mean,
Yeah, but we don't have the insight perspective.
he leaked enough. It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, OTW, their DPS line is kind of like low key nutty with 360 and Goose.
And Eagle on the bench.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Eagle. Yeah, Eagle as a third man for DPS is kind of crazy. And of course they have Mello, who I think a lot of people consider to be like one of the top 3 supports of Novice. At least after Pugs. I don't know about after
Yeah.
this. I don't know after this.
Yeah.
Honestly, Iggledy is so good at ult tracking, it's kind of scary. I remember playing with him in Pugs, and he was always right about everyone's ults, so that already on a novice team is going to give your team a huge advantage over all the other teams who have to maybe like teach them a lot of ults.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
why we want to geek
better
so
at it.
much. That's
If
why
I
them-
remember back on Platchat, Eagle was the main like shot caller or ult tracker for the team, if I'm right. Until they got No You, and then he learned how to calm, and then he was their shot caller.
Yeah, but I mean, OTW has how many tanks? I know they got Blue Jay, Florida, and Big Hoot.
Is that it?
I feel like they have one more, but I'm not entirely sure.
No, let's check.
No, Void played. I feel like Void kind of played tank in Flux Cup, but
No, this team-
I might be wrong.
I think Shadow Void is like mostly a full flex, but I've seen him on DPS and support mostly.
But yeah, I mean their tank line is pretty good. Blue Jay is.
Blue Jay, I think, is very underrated. Like, I feel like people should underrate him. He's a lot better than people think he is.
Well, I hear a lot about it from me because him and me are like friends, like
Yeah.
IRL. So I know Blue Jay's good, no matter how sarcastic me wants to be about Blue Jay being beta or bad. But he's gonna be good in Florida. I mean, Florida might have been the best player on their team in Novice Flux Cup or Apprentice. So I mean, they're definitely a problem. They calm well too. So
I think their DPS line is definitely one to watch out for. And more about the DPS line, specifically Bastion again. We just wanted to say.
God, I don't want to go against the new OTW comp.
Oh, I went
I'm
against.
just-
I already.
I'm used
I-
to this team at this point.
I'm kind of used to Bastion comps because I went against Silver.
I don't even. Will it be a
Fuck,
will OTW2 comp? Will it be a Bastion comp?
I assume so.
I assume so.
They'll probably, well, actually, what they're probably gonna do is they'll probably have the OTW comp and then the OTW2 comp, and they'll have it so that certain maps are only the OTW ones. Some maps are the 2 comp, so that no matter what they're playing, one of their god awful comps.
Mhm.
Well, I know I heard from at least one of their people that like they're I think we mentioned this earlier. They hate running the like
Yeah.
OTW comp.
Yeah.
Florida, I mean. He said.
I think more said it. I just.
Yeah, I think it was.
I mean, I wouldn't
someone
like
said
running
that
Bastion.
Florida was the one saying that.
Hmm.
But I wouldn't be surprised if there's more people on the team that actively dislike running that comp. Because I know there's at least 1 or 2 people last season that were actively like getting annoyed at them running that comp and were debating on being traded or asking for trade because they were running that comp constantly.
God damn it.
And look,
Reasonable.
just rotate fast forehead, you win.
Yeah.
That's the best way to beat it. That
Or
sim
just click
TP.
head.
Just sim TP it.
Anybody have any other like thoughts on OTW?
Bastion?
Anyone?
I'm just kidding.
Don't know.
See, they. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm surprised Big Hoot did not play recently. With playing between both Big Hoot and Florida, I always had more synergy with Big Hoot. He was really good at communicating, really good at like figuring out when he should be, where he should be. So I'm interested to see how they're gonna use him. I hope he doesn't sit on the bench the entire season because I'm a Big Hoot fan and
The
I've had to
problem,
sit and real
You're a
quick
big
for him.
Big
the
Hoot
problem
fan.
with Big.
Big Hoot fan.
I like to talk. I like to talk.
I'm kind of surprised that Big Who didn't come out when they play the OTW comp because he has a really solid Sigma, I think, and I think he's
Yeah,
Sigma's
but he,
probably better than
no,
Florida.
I mean, from Big Good, I've only seen his Zarya, not his Sig, and
I
his
saw
Diva
his
wasn't
Sigma,
that
and
good.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think I
his
saw
Hog
it.
is probably his best of his off tanks, unless his Hog is good, but I haven't seen that.
I've seen his hog. His hog's okay.
Alright.
So EM was next, right?
No, it
No,
is
Hyperflex.
Yeah.
Hyperflex.
Oh,
Technically-
Hyperflex.
Yeah, technically
the dumpster
Hyperflex.
fire that is Hyperflex.
They,
Oh, okay, yeah.
By technicality, they did get 4th over EM.
By technicality, technically we
Okay.
did.
Okay, so do we go into the stuff that happened yesterday with Hyperflex and Geek being traded, or
Yeah, that was her request. We didn't want to hold her hostage on the team. If she wanted to be traded, we're gonna let them get traded. We're not gonna force them to play for us.
You think
to-
he can hug her?
but
right?
you should have gotten a bit more for her.
I was trying to get Blazing to get more, and he said, "I'll try to get more," and then he said, "Yeah." Nev said no, and then later on in the day, Nev was like, "Yeah, I would have given both." So either he's a liar, someone's a liar. I don't get it, man.
I don't know. I mean, Hyperflex is. I mean, I was planning him, Hyperflex to be a really good team out the gate, but right now I don't know. I'm just, especially because we actually did 2 screens with Hyperflex, and I don't know. I mean, one was a bit of a meme, to be honest.
You mean the one that we left halfway through?
Yeah, but I mean, you needed to play, but
Actually,
uh,
If I'm gonna be
No,
honest,
I
us
mean, it
leaving
was-
helped more because
I
we
mean,
actually did something
I
that was
mean,
more helpful.
no, it's because I think somebody rage quitted, and we were really sorry about it because we actually were planning to run Torbonelius. It was our game plan because Isios is a really good map for Torb. And
Yeah, it's a good map for a Torb that uses the hammer 90% of the time.
I mean, that's empty. What are you gonna say? That's empty.
I mean, look,
It's not it's not
if
PM.
he's-
It's like a melee kill.
look, if he's purposely sandbagging scrims against us, I don't want to scrim.
No, dude, it's not sandbagging. dude.
So, like, I have a okay, so I tuned into the Invitational, and I think Hyperflex is playing, and I saw them running Ball Zarya.
Oh
at one
yeah.
point. I think it was on a control
The
map.
call was ball
on-
There's no
Winston.
call.
The call was ball Winston or monkey ball.
And
That
I
was
think it was
called-
Lori on Zarya,
Glory was on Zarya. Yeah.
which
Yep.
he's a main tank, isn't he?
Yes, but
Yeah.
him and Gomber.
And I remember I saw that, I watched for a couple minutes, and I just went, no.
Yeah, that's why we
Yeah.
were saying the monkey ball, because my ball is like agreeable. I feel not agreeably, arguably like on the same level as Rims in a way, because I feel like those are the only 2 people I've seen play Hammond in like novice. Me and him.
Mhm.
So the team, we had a strategy, and he was like, "I'll go Zarya here," and it's like, well, we said monkey.
Yeah, I just got a message from MT saying everybody is sorry on the team except him. So
No surprises.
yeah.
I know-
MT's probably the man that should go to this league. Just going
Yeah,
for
I can
hammers.
see it. I can see it.
I'm sure Hyperflex's first match is against us, this week. So I think that's going to be a good measuring stick, both for us and them, because I know a lot of people are kind of down on Hyperflex after that. But I mean, I still think they have talent. So week one's going to tell people a lot about both us and them.
Yeah, there are people that were saying that that we have like a really good chance against you guys, and I'm just like, have you seen their roster? Like I'm not counting us out, but like, have you seen their roster?
I mean, we don't know their team's energy.
That is fair.
Yeah,
You
true.
never know. They could all be feeders.
Well,
I
they have
mean-
Grim.
Me's a feeder. So,
Yeah.
Look, a team that feeds together wins together.
That's how Stalingrad won grand finals.
Yeah, I
Thank
mean,
you.
you had Dizzy. I mean, I love Dizzy.
Dude, I adore Dizzy. That
Dizzy's
man's
my
a
favorite. I love
He's
him.
my favorite. I love him to death, but he's a feeder, and the team embraced that. That's how they won.
That team has like half of the old Hyperflex coaching staff: Axel, Dizzy, and Snipes.
Oh, Mr. Roy, one of the best Genjis I've ever seen.
But back to this league. Next is Edinburgh, right?
Yeah.
Unless someone else is stealing us for Hyperflex.
Shall I probably watch something like related, or let you hear
That's up to you, man.
something?
I got a bone to pick with your team, Mr. Juicebox.
Uh-oh.
I got a bone to pick with your team.
That never ends well.
Let's go. Pick the bone.
Youngzu went to about 2 pugs,
Yeah.
and I'm like, man, I like this guy, and I'm like, he has good potential, but like then he disappeared off the face of the map until like right before draft day, right?
Yeah.
And he messaged back, he goes, yeah, sorry, my basement flooded. I wasn't able to be on my PC for a while. I got to my 2 pugs, and I'm like, cool. And I was talking to my manager, like, we'll draft him late rounds. You guys sniped him a pick before I could. Like, I wanted him as like a project player, because I'm like, man, if you like put the work into him, this guy can be good. And you guys sniped him, and I was so mad.
That's what we thought. I mean, you guys also probably sniped Eidolon, because we were planning on say, okay, if Eidolon is still on the board, maybe we'll probably pick him. But yeah,
I think
You guys sniped
nobody
Split.
wanted
plan
him.
was like one of maybe what if it wasn't on our draft board though.
Eidolon like has we got him like beginning of round 3, I think, in those back-to-back picks.
Yeah.
Man, it was a good pickup. Him and Space Cowboy. We got Space Cowboy in like the 7th, which is basically for nothing, and that was a steal and a half.
Okay, you picked your bone, Ram.
Yes, I did pick my bone, and one of these days, I want to convince my manager to get Youngzu from you guys.
Yeah,
Okay,
Youngju was
yeah.
actually a
Yeah,
free
yeah,
agent.
I,
Still on
I
the-
simp for
Yeah.
Young Sue,
Eidolon for young too.
and I am proud of
Okay,
it.
hold on now. Wait a minute, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, Youngsu
What
was
the
back in
trade?
last season Novice League 0. He was going to free agent pugs. I don't remember if he was pre-draft, but I know during free agent pugs, like middle of the season, he was
wasn't
definitely there.
drafted. It wasn't drafted until this year, so
Yeah, I know that at least. I just didn't remember if he was there pre-draft last season or not.
I mean, Youngs is pretty good. I mean, I'm not really planning on maybe getting him like the playtime that Amp gets, but in maybe double snipers map, like I don't know
I
if
think
there
he's-
are many double snipers.
Yeah, I think it's viable if like you're running a double hit scan thing, like on
Yeah.
Rialto or something.
Yeah, maybe a Tracer.
Not Rialto, Havana.
Tracer Ash, Tracer Widow. Yeah, really good. I mean, the problem with Youngsu, we discussed pre-draft, it was his aggression.
Yeah.
But other than that, he's really solid, and I'm 100% happy we picked him. Sorry, Ram.
It's fine. But I mean, your guys' performance in the tournament was actually like surprising to me, because like not to like throw shade, but like at like post draft, I think I had like you guys towards the bottom of my tier list because I wasn't convinced by the roster. And because I was like, okay, I'm like, Merlin is good. And I'm like, I'm not convinced on anyone else. But you guys really showed up during the tournament. I was really surprised at how close you guys played Geo.
That's the thing. We really went for like under the radar picks because we knew like big players, quote unquote, were gonna get sniped early. So we said, okay, we have these players, we released them, and we said, okay, stick to the draft board. We're gonna do this well. Like ours, like Wake Up was getting M24. We wanted to get him, but
I mean,
we got M then, which is probably better.
I'm pretty sure we all know your draft strategy. We've heard Ghost say it enough in the League Zero chats.
I don't know. I don't know, Ghost.
Oh.
Yeah, it's probably.
I heard it enough already.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Hundreds of hours of scouting. Don't you understand? Sorry.
I understand because I was the one who did it.
Honestly, Edinburgh is really good. I mean, Loki, Merlin, he's great. And then you have Vespa King, who's also very good. I off-tanked with him a lot, and Empty is nothing to laugh at, and RQT showed up like, with that crazy Genji blade. So, like, I'm kind of afraid of Edinburgh, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, look, RQT had smurfing allegations in the early season before, like pre-draft, had smurfing allegations.
No,
People
but
thought he
you
was
know why
smurfing.
there was this?
Okay.
Okay. You know why
I can clear this up for RQT because that dude came to our pugs, and like his profile was privated, and he was playing like super crazy well, and we're like, this is kind of sus, and we're like, can you unprivate your profile? And he refused, and he refused,
That's
and
why,
he
'cause he
refused. And we're like,
yeah.
nah, this guy's totally a smurf, and we kicked him out of our server. I'm pretty sure.
No, dude. The thing is that he comes from Xbox. He was like mid-diamond on Xbox, and
We got a phone in our hands.
yeah, I mean he was mid-plat on Xbox, mid-diamond, I think. He really knows how to play the game, and also he made a typo on like the League Zero like draft sheet. He is, instead of saying like 191, he said to 2901. Like he's moved the numbers, so
Okay.
they thought he was, but he wasn't. I mean, it's really good. His problem probably his positioning. His mechanics are there, really.
I mean, that's most of what novices is people with mechanics, but like bad game sense and bad positioning, and
that's why we need to coach him to be good at game sense.
Yep.
I don't know. I'll probably, yeah. I was expecting maybe to get a map after what I saw like in the game. It was really close. I didn't say we choked, but probably the pressure got to us.
you guys were really close on Rialto.
I mean, look, there's
Yeah,
always gonna
I
be
know.
those series where it's a 3-0, but the or like any scorelines, whatever. But the scoreline doesn't tell the actual game.
Yeah.
I know there was like one game with like, I think it was late season 2. I think it might have been late season 2 of Owl. It was one New York game, like back in like stage something, I don't know. Maybe early season 3, where it was like a 3-0 against New York, and they're like, this doesn't say how it was. New York held this really close. I think it was a Shanghai game this season, actually.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, because it's probably the fact that we were probably inexperienced. Most of them were first timers, so not many experience, much to actually go with.
That has been such a trip, is working with people who've never played in like a team environment before. That's been like something that's been kind of hard to overcome.
Yeah,
No,
realizing you
but
gotta start from
That is-
literally the basics.
The thing
That is really
because-
hard if you don't have players, especially in comms,
No, but
who
the
have.
thing is, we said, okay, if we wanted to drop like first timers, we need to pick up the chillest person in the bunch.
I'm gonna be real, like we didn't even know some of our people were like first time players of Overwatch, but luckily like me and Rim are kind of good leaders, and they've been helping us with that. But like it's so rough trying to teach people the fundamentals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember one time we brought in a newer coach, and we were like, so where are they at? And we were just like, so he was just like, I need to help them with this, right? And they were like, no. Start with the basics. And they were like, how basic? And we were just like, very basic. It's like, strap me in.
how to move a mouse from A to B.
That was
It's-
the beginning of Flux Cup.
It was more like we've only scrimmed twice in league. We scrimmed OTW and half of Geo.
You dropped us, Sag.
You also dropped us.
Yeah, because like we played those two in scrims and we're like, man, we got a lot before we start scrimming in league again. And we're like, we're gonna go back to the drawing board, bang out some of these basics and fundamentals, and just work on that. And then we've just been scrimming out of league. And also, like Geo, this isn't on you, Zach. Geo had like 3 ringers that were all their coaches, and it tilted our players.
Honestly, I don't look. That's the 2 teams that have done something from last season. OTW with their comp, Geo with putting ringers that are coaches in plat and diamond in scrims. It always happens. Those 2 things are gonna stay the same, I think, throughout the whole
But
season.
Alianos is still gold, so
It's
Yeah.
the it's
I
the,
mean,
it's
yeah,
the
he's
gift
gold,
that
but, like-
keeps on giving.
I remember last season they put Hattori Hanzo in from support after she was moved up to Inter, and she was like diamond, almost masters.
Oh no!
Don't worry, she was ringing for them. Don't worry, novice team, by the way.
But does anybody else have anything to say about EM and how they played?
I have, because the thing is, the first week didn't really prepare like to do scrims because I was trying to get to know the team, and that probably costed us much of preparation because we actually scrimmed once and we did internals, which were probably most meme instead of like actual intern. Right now, I don't think they work. I know Ghost wanted to get a 12-man roster, but I said no, internals don't work. And
Yeah.
it showed.
Yeah.
They can work, but
It's
Eternals
it's
are
not
just
ideal.
memes,
Yeah.
really.
And not to mention that can breed like really bad blood between like inside the team.
Yeah.
because I know internals definitely helped us out so far this season already. Like just,
I don't.
I think
mean,
like, yeah.
Go.
No, I was done. I'm sorry, my bad.
No, but thing is that we really played. They really played a lot of calm, which was fine, I guess. But really, on a coordinated team environment, like we didn't scrim much because I was trying. Because we have like so many different time zones.
Yeah.
I'm on a bad time right now. I'm like not G, like MET, which is Middle European time. Which, yeah, it's something to work with. We have some like people in Pacific time. There's some people in EST. We were planning on drafting Wooly sometimes, and we had like an Australian.
Oh
guy.
no.
Didn't you get Pog, who's
Pog.
Australian too?
Well, Pog, I'm
No,
pretty
Pog-
sure is
Pog lives in
EST.
Colorado.
He's in
Oh.
Colorado.
So pretty much Pog, Grand Pog. I didn't know it was okay. Yeah, I didn't know this, but he's 35, and I said, "What the fuck?" I mean, I'm much closer. Like, I don't know, much closer to like it's not being born. Like, I don't know. It just bugged my mind that he's 35.
Wow.
Who?
Pog.
Oh,
Pog is
yeah.
35.
I mean, that's just like Andrew Pace from last season. Even awkward too. Like, if the players that are older than everyone else that are still kicking and running Overwatch doing really well, and it's like, hey, props to them for doing this.
Sad Jockberg's gonna play.
I mean, yeah.
pretty here at age 31, feeling very insulted right now. So
Oh god, no, but I'm not saying
I'm
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying just that I didn't know this, and I got like because I thought this was a kids league. No, because I know most of the people are like underage, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, the higher the
17,
division you
18.
go, the younger the age gets.
you're right.
And the older
Yeah.
you get, the more your skills degrade.
I mean, I'm probably the youngest in the league.
Oh,
I
Are
would
you-
doubt that. Have you seen some of the expert people?
younger man.
Yeah.
Is like 14.
I think Zero.
Yeah, I am 14.
Zero's like just turning 14 soon, and he's been in this league for like 2 or 3 seasons. So he was,
You
like,
was 12 when he started. What the fuck,
yeah, like 12 or 13 when he started. That's saying something. for
guys?
Zero.
Zero was in season 0.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
Chef, you want to ask that question that chat was talking about?
Oh yeah. I've been getting a couple questions from chat. I wanted to let this whole topic finish up before I did, but I can go ahead and ask those now. I have two of them. First one, it comes from Pedro 1, and
It's pineapples.
Oh, that's pineapples. Yeah, I forgot he said that earlier. He said, "How about big performers during the?" He said, "How about big performers during the tourney and people who did not come to expectations?"
Okay.
I didn't
Big
come to
performance,
expectations.
Probably our QT. From me,
He did
SD
definitely
Zone
perform
because
really
I played
well.
him. And no, I didn't see the VODs from other.
I don't know if there's that many underperformers, if I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, so
I mean, I think I'm probably an underperformer based on how much I played.
I mean, people just
Yeah.
That
people just
was-
thought you were gonna play, but it was
Yeah.
a
That
meta
was
you're not good
surprise,
at.
but
So
yeah, if you're not, if you don't fit in the meta
Yeah.
comp, like yeah, it's not underperforming. It's just
Yeah.
Now,
I
pretty
think honestly,
much.
Minimax performed a lot better because he came
Yeah.
in, didn't know who the hell he was, and he performed pretty well for me not knowing who the hell he was.
You performed a lot better versus Geo than Hyperflex.
And
I
he
didn't
performed well
even
against-
know who he was.
Minimax was my vote too. Is he really showed up like almost out of nowhere. I didn't feel like I knew anything about him, but he was good.
No, I mean, he was good in our pods. It wasn't bad.
Hmm.
So the thing
He's also
with
good
me
in
is,
comms.
I don't know about underperformers. I feel like I felt like OTW was a much more stronger team that could get a map off Geo.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
But I don't want to say that every person in OTW is bad. It's just that Geo's really good right now.
I think I think OTW's like performance kind of adjusted our expectations. You know, I think people were high on them post draft, but now that like we've seen them play, we're like, okay, now we kind of see what their game
Why?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have more information. Like it's not saying you're underperforming. It's just like, oh well, now we have more information on how good this team is.
Yeah. Also, probably okay. If I have to say one underperformer for my team, because I really have to say who underperformed, because I don't think anybody did. Really, that was maybe the fact that probably most of my players didn't know how to deal with the pressure, and that's why most of them didn't do that great, because I know they can do like really good things. That's why I drafted them.
Yeah, I know that's definitely something to get over because it takes like 3 games or so to get over like the pressure of either playing in a big spot or just the pressure of the enemy team, just aggression
Just
pressure.
being Geo.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm kind of worried. Why do people keep leaving?
I don't know.
Well, people have left and come back.
Spongy got a head out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spongy has to go.
Oh yeah, Spongy had to head out. All right.
I'm really kind of worried about week 1 because I know like Eidolon, like during draft day, like his family was watching the draft and got like hyped. Yeah, it was hyped for him when we got drafted. They were congratulating him and shit. So like,
Let's
Yo,
go.
supportive
I,
family
res-
does
I,
that.
I
dude, yeah,
respect that.
really supportive family. Yeah, no, I'm really with it too, man. That's great that he has his family that'll stand by him and be excited for him. And I think we have that Seattle Battle Cattle merch store, and I think his mom bought some merch.
Let's
I
go.
love that.
I mean,
It's really fucking cool, but also I'm worried like week 1, man. That's a lot of pressure. Your family's watching you.
Yeah, if your family is
If we
watching,
get streamed.
I mean,
Right.
I have pressure from my family, but I just keep disappointing them.
Oof.
I
Mood.
have a twin brother who watches every match that I play, and he is arguably way better at Overwatch than I am. So, like, I'm there, and it's like he's whispering in my ear, like, "You fucking suck. Get better."
Coaching in a nutshell, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we can move on to the second question that was said in chat. It comes from S. Dazome, and he's basically asking, if I wasn't protected, where would you guys think I would be drafted? Where would you guys think I'd be
Probably-
drafted to?
Okay, probably not that early. I would say probably third round, because that's when the DPS has started to actually get drafted. but based on maybe season 2, you were gotten drafted maybe in the second to third round. Maybe if nobody was protected, I think 6th to 7th overall pick.
For a brief period of time after Spongy got taken for captain of Wisdom Academy,
Yeah.
we actually had SD Zome at number 1 until like I think Rim came to us after he went to a pug and somebody else said, "Ray goes, guys, we need to invite me."
No, the
Sure,
fact,
sure,
the fact is, we wanted to draft RQT really early, but we said, okay, we kind of need to address the elephant in the room, which was
Well-
support and off tank, which got like 2 busts probably available.
I
That's
think-
what Ghost says.
At least our drafting, my drafting strategy at least, is like if you have an early, like if you're like first overall pick or just like even your first round pick, like it either has to be like a main tank or like a carry DPS, right? Which is why Spongy had it for a while because carry DPS, and I think SD has that like really high upside, like carry potential.
Yeah, that's why I said it was gonna, based on what season 2 actually was for him. Based on that, I think would have gone drafted early. So
Yeah, I actually remember SD a lot from season 2, just because SD was one of the players on Geo that was forced to fill whatever role they were missing. But then sometimes they would actually be better than the person at that role, and would sometimes play over them. Like, there was one game, I think it was the finals against Wisdom, and it was Dorado, and they subbed out Churd for Diva, and put SD Azomin for Diva.
that's cool.
And
Okay,
it was
so,
just like, everyone was like confused, like, why did they do that? And then he just actually dominated on Diva, and I was like, that's why they did that.
I want to address one thing because I was thinking about underperformers, and I don't want to say he underperformed, but like in the tier list, he underperformed everywhere. So you're probably sleeping on him. Is Vespi. Vespi got ranked 6th, bottom of tank, by dividing. And I'm still pissed about it
I
because
don't think Vespi's at the bottom.
no, that's the thing.
I can
He
think of at
isn't
least one other off that could be bottom.
No, that's the thing. The fact is that Vespi was really good, even in the match, and he's probably my prodigy because is like I'm a main off tank, and I basically main Zarya, and I have a pretty weak diva like him, so I can see like him in me, like when I was in gold, I was trying to climb, so that's why you're probably sleeping on him.
I mean,
I feel like I got a good enough like idea of like what kind of player he is through pugs. I mean, maybe I didn't get the full picture, but I think he's a good off tank, but I don't think he's like
No, because
top half of the league.
that's the thing. That's the thing. We didn't want to draft everybody who had carry potential because we were fucking thinking of, if somebody fucks up, like somebody clashes. Because I know many players that have carry potential, not especially in novice, but in general. The people that have carry potential want to be like after the K treatment they had in Washington. So that's the thing. We wanted a really good complementary often to actually enable Merlin, and we got it. I don't want to say it's bad because it's really
I don't think Vespa King is bad either, but I think putting him like especially up against Churd and
okay.
Florida.
I don't see him at the top yet. That's what I'm thinking of. But you're really sleeping on him because it's not at bottom. It's not bottom. It's probably 4th to 5th, maybe.
I was gonna say maybe like maybe 3rd to 4th, because I think best 2 right now are definitely Churd and Rim, in my opinion.
I haven't seen Rim, but I know he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Churd, Rim, Vespi, and pretty much. I don't wanna say that we have like worst off tanks because really, I mean, especially the off tank position, I don't see them being that separated. Especially except maybe Churd and Rim. Everybody's just there.
Yeah, it's one of those like 2 or 3 roles in this division that everyone's either really good or really bad in, and that's because like flex DPS, everyone's really good, like everyone's pretty equal. Flex support, everyone's pretty equal. off tank there's a little more of a split, but most people are pretty
No,
equal.
the thing is, if I can coach, probably Vespi is gonna be like the one of the best. Not carrying off tank, but gonna be one of the top 3, maybe even top 2 some lists.
Can,
And
can
I'm
we
and I'm
can we
and I'm
sorry. Go
really
ahead.
delighted about it because Vespi was really high on my draft board. I really hard vouch for him. So that's the thing. I really want him to succeed. That's that's probably it because I'm actually so happy that I mean it performed like really well in the in the match against Geo, which I didn't think about it because I was thinking, okay, I need to coach this guy real hard because I'm an off tank main. I need him to be like the best off tank, and it's just overnight. After I said it to him that okay, we need to actually work on something. He actually was there already that kind of thing to actually transform overnight just because I said it to him, okay, we need to work on some mistakes. And he actually played well. So that's really a good sign that your player is really willing to actually improve. So I'm really delighted that I have Vespi on my team. And also Blitz, because, yeah, Proc, we needed an off tank.
Chef, I'm really eager to get to this question Drowsy asked.
All right. So, another question coming in from Drowsy is, which teams do you think will be best coached and prepared? Which ones do you think will rely on individual play, and which will stress team play?
I mean, I think best prepared. There's only one right answer, and that's Wisdom Academy.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody can argue anything else. For
I do want to
me,
give a big shout out to Geo for having insane team play and probably being in the runner up for best prepared just because of their roster and who they have as even coaches.
I think individual play is going to be OTW. They're going to rely more on individual play than anything, and I think team play is going to be
Yeah,
Geo.
I mean, was what was like the main focus on, like, who was like the best team, and that's why I had like on the bottom like list I had like teams that didn't have like a clear cut carry. So probably, but I mean, if team play is really the thing in like week 3, I see like a lot of teams just getting like swapped over, not necessarily like the the main, but maybe in the bottom positions. Most of the teams that relied heavily on like individual plays are going to be fall down a bit, which can happen if like they don't have like a good coaching. But if they have like a good coaching, I can see individual tank winning it all. So yeah, I don't know if it makes sense because yeah, it's still like really late today, so I don't know if I'm just saying like stupid things or I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying something that makes actual sense.
Zex, what do you think?
I'm kind of new to this with a lot of the players, but I think again, Wisdom was really prepared. They had that whole Pocket Sombra coming out, and that's something you can't just pick up and go with. You actually have to practice it. So I think Wisdom's probably at the best preparedness. In terms of individual pop offs, I definitely have to give that to OTW. I mean, they got some nutty people there, and I hope they can refine that into just like looking for individual pop ups, thinking how do we work as a team to make one person pop off, or how to make a team work together so two people pop off as opposed to just the one.
Yeah, Wisdom were really good at running that Rhine floats, which is floats, Monkey Diva, Reaper, Sombra,
Mm-hmm.
Anna, if I'm right, or I might be stupid.
Well, I mean, the meta right now is Winston, Diva, Reaper, Sombra, Moira, Lucio,
Really
Shadow. It's a
Yeah,
Shadow Dive.
I can see Pharah getting played a lot instead of Sombra because
But
Sombra requires a lot of game sense.
I
something that it comes to teams naturally, but they're
yeah.
running that Rhine variant of floats really strongly for only being together for a week.
Yeah.
Okay, just I want to address the elephant in the room again. who's for you like right now the weakest team?
We haven't seen every team play.
Yeah, you haven't seen us, but like from the
Okay. Me-
from the teams we saw this weekend, Yoshi, I'm sorry, you're a good person, but I think it's Hyperflex.
Oh no, I was about to be like, "Hi, I'm right here." Yeah, we're the weak. I was ready, man.
But I think I'm gonna try to find my tier list I did after the draft, where I think I said something about you guys. Hold on,
I think it was probably about carry potential between me and Geek.
I think so.
That's what everyone said.
Geek,
So.
Geek is out. But yeah, I don't know. Right now, I don't know. It's kind of split because I don't know about OTW. Just simply because I haven't seen the fact that, but they went out against Geo, so I don't know.
I mean, I think
And
they'll be really strong early on, but once people start actually figuring out not how to counter their comps, but just how to play as a team,
yeah, how to play.
Okay, yeah. So
fall down.
Yeah, probably no. Okay, I don't want to get like I don't want to say like something to Yoshi and Chef, but yeah, I'm gonna
I'm a
say
neutral
Hyperflex
party
too.
here.
Hey, go ahead, say whatever you need.
I'm a
I
neutral
mean,
party.
you're on neutral party, but you're on Hyperflex, so
Look, you say what you need, man. I really don't care.
I think about Hyperflex. I said, I said Geek was probably the best pick for that draft, and like she's like a really good spark plug, good for morale. But I said, I don't expect much week one, but if the coaches work right, like it's a lot of developmental players, so like if the coaches like can do good enough work, you guys are going to be a force come late season playoffs. Because I think a lot of people on your team have potential. It's just can you realize it?
And the coaching was something we definitely didn't have the best of in that first week.
Mhm.
But after like realizing like, oh shit, we need to like hard focus on this or we need to hard do this, like our coaches stepped it up a lot since those first few games.
I mean, you have Grim. I kind of know Grim, and I feel like Grim's going to be a good coach for that. And Dizzy,
Yeah.
if you want to learn how to be aggro, which is what you kind of need to in this elo to succeed, is just learn how to press W. Dizzy's the man to do it.
Yeah, and then we also have Cease, who's been learning under the legendary Waddle D Waddy himself, aka Little Puppy from last season.
And you have the legendary quitter himself, Alucard.
legendary Twitter. Okay. Yes. Are there some other questions?
I don't think I saw.
I believe we're out of questions from chat for now, but we've been here for a little over an hour. If you guys are up for it, we can wrap things up here.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Yeah, we're down
All
two
right.
from the start. Pretty good here.
Well,
Yeah, we
if
are
you guys,
4 right now.
you guys have any final remarks for your teams or anything you want to shout out?
It's gonna be hell of a season.
I want to shout out Bishan because he's getting married.
Hey, nice, good job, man.
Congratulations, B. Sharon.
Congratulations.
From all of us.
I just my compliments to the chef. Thanks for the fun time.
Thanks for the fine dining.
Fine dining or ham and cheese
Fine
sandwiches.
dining.
That's what we serve here, right? Ham and cheese sandwiches.
Brains, I would assume.
Yeah, I assume brains.
I mean,
Or
the, I mean, I'm not gonna say any of you are wrong.
It's up to interpretation. Okay.
You know, they can be ham and cheese sandwiches if you want them to be.
He's serving mics. Like the only thing on the table is mics, not plates.
Wait, I know why none of the past guests are in the server. They're what's for dinner.
They're all still in the server, just not in the channel.
Previous dining
Weren't
room
invited. Okay.
We're eating them now. Wake up, sheeple! Soylent Green is people.
All right. Well, anything else you guys want to say before we wrap up?
Nah.
Yeah, please use the code XDAwesome in the Fortnite store, please.
Oh, true. Fortnite store.
Yeah, use code SDZOME in Fortnite.
Go ahead and vote for Hyperflex Seattle Battle Cattle to be streamed.
Go ahead. I'm
I
not
I like
voting.
that one.
Yeah, because nobody's seen us play yet. Come on now.
Twitch.tv/Rim Jazzberry.
There we go. I like that one
Okay,
too.
I like that one.
Go to twitch.com/pogstream.
Twitch.com. Okay.
It's twitch.tv. Fuck.
I got one from Flankiata in the chat. Tell him to sub to twitch.tv/chef_zombie.
True.
Oh,
That's
true.
good. I've seen that. Make some good content. Twitch.tv/chef_zombie. Should probably follow. Give
Yeah,
him
you
that.
heard it first, folks.
Subscribe. I'm actually gonna subscribe right now, Chef,
Oh shit.
because I haven't subscribed.
But
Right.
I'm gonna dip because my team is starting to scrim and I gotta go do stuff.
All right. Have
All right,
fun.
I appreciate you for coming out.
Adios.
Adios.
Adios, I guess.
Stable.
Well, I mean, if you guys want to stick around for the outro, you guys feel free.
I'm gonna stick out for the outro. We're too far in to actually back out, so just stick for the outro.
Argon, I'm gonna go before I get my brains eaten. So I will see y'all. It was nice having you. Nice
I
having.
wanna get my brain seated.
Nice being here.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your meal.
Third time's the charm, chef. You got me on the third time.
Yeah. Tried getting Yoshi the first time, but then we decided to be managers, and then the second time stuff switched around to where you couldn't make it, but now we're here.
Yep. Third tries the charm.
Oh yeah.
All right. I will see y'all. Have a good night.
All right, thanks for coming. All right. Well, from here, I guess we can wrap things up. I hope everyone watching enjoyed the content. If you did, and you're watching this live, and you haven't already, be sure to follow so you get notificate and have notifications on so you know when next episode goes live ahead of time, and you can be there first, I guess. I don't know. And then also up to you entirely, but you can also subscribe if you wish to do so. And then for the YouTube frogs out there, be sure to subscribe because all the VODs go out on this channel, and be sure to like and leave comments for suggestions on how we can make this better. And I still got Juice and Prince Zexu here. You guys want to say anything for the outro before we wrap it up entirely?
You better subscribe to Chef Zombie on Twitch and YouTube, or your brains will get eaten. Like this today, probably. I guess.
What
but-
he said, and Jim is definitely looking to school some people.
Alrighty. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see
you
ya.
guys enjoyed. Be wholesome.
Next episode is I'm planning on it for Friday, and so we'll see you then. Peace.